Okay, last session we discussed about working with operators. So we learned about few important operators, right? So these are the operators we discussed, arithmetic operators, how to deal with them. Okay, next, after understanding these operators, how to handle them. So we need to know other operations, right? How do we use? Already we discussed about increment, decrement. What are the various arithmetic operators? Next important options we are having. Other list we have to learn actually means other types of operators. So next important operators we are having assignment operators. Assignment operators we have equal, so that is equal, and plus equal, right? So that is equal is just assign, and plus equal, this is called add and assign, and minus equal, this is subtract and assign, and we have asterisk equal, that is multiply and assign, and we have divide and assign and assign. So these are simple operators, right? And we have percent equal, that is modulus and assign, modulus division, right? Division and assign. And we have double asterisk equal, that is exponent and assign, right? Exponent and assign. That is what actually the general assignment operators. So technically, how do we deal with the assignment operators? What is the example? Simple. So syntax will be like this. Suppose where x equal to 10 and x plus equal to 5. That means it will add and assign. That means what it will do is x is equal to x plus 5. X equal to x plus 5. That means it will transform into this way. That will transform into this way. That means usually what will happen now, x value will be 10 plus 5. So that means it will be 50. That's how actually it handles the operation. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and assign. It adds the current value with specified value and assigns to the same value, same variable. So that is what actually assignment operators we are having, right? So technically, these are assignment operators. How do we deal with them, right? Or how we can work with that assignment operators, right? So yeah, x equal to 15, right? These are the assignment operators. Now important, similarly others also. Next, after the assignment operators, now one more important is we have comparison operators. Comparison operators we have double equal, this is equal to, triple equal, so that means identical equal, equal, and we have not equal, so this is not equal, equal, so and not double equal, this is not identical, not identical, right, identical, equal, so and greater than, less than, greater than and less than and greater than or equal, than or equal, and less than or equal, less than or equal. These we will put in some examples and we will see. Important is one major thing here is you need to understand only the difference here. For example, so what is double equal? So and what is triple equal? Difference between double equal and triple equal. Actually, double equal. So it is double equal can. So you can say the point here is that is equal, right? This is the operator, equal, equal. Yeah, this is the operator. Equal, equal can compare values of two different types. It can also implicitly convert the value. It can also implicitly convert the value. For example, so if I write a convert the value, and important is uh, all all operators, all comparison operators, right? Comparison operators return boolean true or false. They all return true or false. Only the additional thing you need to learn about greater than, less than, already you know. Difference between double equal and triple equal. I will show you here. Suppose in the operators, I will add something like this. I will define something like this. For example, here I am defining var x equal to 10. This is number. Var y is equal to 10. That is string. And document dot write. So here we are printing x double equal to y. So is true or false? That means here we have to define x double equal to y. I'm writing here x equal to y. Now tell me, is it true or false? Is x equal to y true or false? Can you tell me? Is it true or false? So x equal to 10. So all you people are wrong. It is true. It is true. It is true, not false. It is true, not false. Why it is true? Because you see, when I run this, you can see x equal to true. It will return true. Is x equal to y? It returns true. Now the question is why it is true? Because 10 is a number written in a string form. Then what it can do is it can convert this number. If it is only numeric, it can convert and compare. It will convert and compare. But important, suppose 10a. Now it cannot convert. If it is having only number, it can convert. It can convert and compare. But if it is having some character, then it cannot compare. Then obviously it will be false. It will be false. If it is not having any character, only number, then it can convert automatically. Internally, it can convert and refresh. It will be true or false. It will be true or false. It will true. It will convert that. That means if you are writing a number in a string format, it have the ability to convert that number. It have the ability to convert the number and compare. Double equal can compare values of two different types. It can also implicitly convert the value. So then in that case, so if I write like this, example, if I write like this, then it returns, so returns true. It returns true. Now if I use triple equal, then triple equal will not convert. It will compare exactly its type. Triple equal will not convert, and triple equal is to compare only same types. So different types, if you try to compare, it will always return false. So triple equal, so is to compare the values, only the values of same type. Triple equal is to compare only the values of same type. It can compare only the values of same type. It cannot compare different types. So it cannot implicitly convert the values. If different types of values are compared, then it always returns false. It always returns false. That means now if I try to do this, you can see triple equal is always false. So triple equal will not convert. It will directly compare. Then it is string and number. It will directly compare the string with number, and always it returns false. So that is example. That is only the additional thing you need to learn here. Here it will return false. It will return false. So this is the additional thing. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal, all you know about them. So no need to tell about them. Only what are the new things you have to know, right? Yeah. Next, another important we are having in the operators, we have logical operators. Logical operators, we are having double ampersand. This is logical and, or this is logical or, and not. So pipe symbol, this is logical not. These logical operators are used for combining multiple expressions and converting the negation. That means if, for example, multiple means, so this is condition 1, so, and double ampersand, condition 2, two conditions we are defining. Then the result of will be true. So only when both conditions are true. Conditions true. So you know that if condition 1 and or condition 2. That means it will be true when any one condition is true. Any one condition true. If any one condition true, the entire statement is true. And what happens? The not, that means where x equal to true and where y is equal to not x, then what happens? Not x, that means y is equal to false. Not x means not true. Not true means it will be false. Right. Mr. Gopal, voice not coming from your side. Check the problem. Here everything is clear. I hope everyone voice is clearer. It is audible to everyone clearly. Yes. Mr. Gopal, you check from your side. Right. Fine. Let's continue. This is the options. These are the options here. So logical operators. That means if it is not true, not x means x is true. Negation. It is negation. That means not true. Not true means false. So that means y will be false. X will be true. That is negation of values. This is logical operators. And we have in the operators bitwise operators. Bitwise operators. Bitwise operators you can't understand now. Later I will tell you, because bitwise operators requires knowledge of binary conversions. That means 32-bit, 64-bit. Actually, all are 32-bit only. So conversions of binaries, you should know binary conversions, then you can understand bitwise operators. I will give just a list. Later when situation comes, we will discuss about that. So bitwise operators, we are having AND. This is AND. And bitwise AND actually. This is pipe symbol. This is bitwise OR. Tilde, this is bitwise NOT. And a caret, this is bitwise XOR. So, and it is zero fill shift, left shift. And this is signed right shift. So you can understand them only when you know conversions. Zero fill, right shift. These are the operators. You will later understand after knowing about the binary conversions, right? So no need to worry here as of now about them, right? So these are the bitwise operators. Later we will discuss about the bitwise operators. So in JavaScript operators, these are all the various types of operators. We will see how to use them in different examples now. Later we will see that. Now, one more important, we have special operators. In the special operators, so first important, ternary operator, which you already learned. Ternary operator is question mark colon. That is ternary operator. So that means, so it is similar to simple condition, that is if else. That means it uses a condition and question mark, statement true, okay, statement if true, and colon, statement if false. That's how we need to handle statement true and statement false. This I given you already in our previous examples, how to use a ternary operator. In special operators, this is one ternary operator. If true, what should happen? If false, what should happen? You can write in a simple condition statement if true, statement if false, right? Another important in the special operators, we have type of type of operator. Type of operator, it returns the data type. It returns the data type of value stored in memory reference. Stored in memory reference. That means we can know the data type of any value. So before dealing with any value, we need to first know data type, because JavaScript is explicitly typed, implicitly typed. We don't know the data type of any value. To understand the data type of value, so we need to use type of, because in JavaScript data type will be determined according to the value assigned. Later, if I want to restrict the types, it's not possible before knowing the types. So I want to allow only number. Then first I have to know what is the type that the user inputs and verify it. Otherwise, it cannot work. So type of operator is used to return the data type. How it can return the data type? See, so I am creating where product is an object. It is having name TV. It is having I will use an expression. Here we have to use an operator type of product dot name. That means by using type of and variable name, it will return the data type of that variable. What type of data is present inside that variable? It will return that type. It will return the type. That is how we have to use type of. Similarly, in the next line, I said here price is in the dollar type of product dot price. Okay. Similarly, in the next line, we are printing in stock is and we are using type of product dot in stock. Okay. Now you can see it returns the data type of all of them. It will display like this. Name is string, price is number, in stock is boolean. It will return the data type. If you want to know the type, then it will return the data type. For example, suppose I am writing here like this. Suppose cities, and here it is an array, that is Delhi and Hyderabad, like this. Now I will write here in the next line. So I will define cities is dollar type of cities. We are writing product dot cities. Now tell me, what will be the type of cities? What will be the type of cities? We are storing Delhi and Hyderabad. What is the type of cities? Now what data types we learned? What data types we learned? Have we learned any data type called any data type called lista? No, na. So what is the data type returned for array? Actually, any complex type like array, like date, like object, it returns the data type as object. Any complex type, data type is returned as object. Arrays, objects, date, any mathematical operations like that. Complex. Any complex type, it can return as object. Regular expressions, it will return as object. That means you can simply say that non-primitive types, non-primitive types, it will return as object. Non-primitive types, it will return as objects. Primitive types, it will return the direct type. Non-primitive types, it will return. So for example, suppose here I return print. So print here, I return like this. Now, if I write this here now, that means in the next line. So print is dollar product dot print. What it will return? Print is what type? What it will return? Print is. So actually, print is a function. Print is a function, and we have a function also. Print is a function. We have a function. That means this doesn't comes under primitive or non-primitive types. Print is not an array, not an object. Print is a function. Na? Any complex type, I told you that it will return as object. But if print is a function, then it should print it as a function. It will return as a function type. It will return as a function type. Suppose here I will return here, right? Type of product dot print. Type of product dot print, it will return as a function. It will return as a function. That means it is a function type. Functions are returned as function type because we haven't discussed that function is a reference type. Na? We just learnt about array, object, regular expression, date. All these comes under reference type. They will be treated as objects. But print is not an object. Print is a function. Print is a function. So we can understand the data type. So what type of value is coming by using this type of operator. Example is this, and the output for this. So this output will come. This output will come. Name is string, price is number, in stock is boolean, cities is object, and print is a function. So we need to know the types. What are the various types? That is type of. It is used to understand the data type. Remember, these are not keywords. We don't call keywords. These comes under the category of operators. Okay. Next important, we are having instance of operator. Instance of operator. It checks whether the given object is derived from specific parent object, parent type, or class, and returns boolean true or false. Boolean true or false. That means instance of, actually in OOP concepts we will learn about it. Instance of is an operator. It checks whether the given object, is derived from a specific parent or not. Given object is derived from a specific parent or not. So that means from the specific class or not. If it is, then it will return true. So that we can easily understand from which class the object is coming. For example, I will tell you here. In this example, instance of means like this. Suppose I will write var some cities is equal to new array. That means it is derived from array. It is derived from array. Suppose later we will have a class employee. Employee is a class later, and var emp is equal to new employee. Means emp is an object derived from employee class. Later in OOP concepts I will tell you. Now, because when you are directly dealing with these objects, we need to first understand, are they belonging to what we are expecting? Are they array type? Are they employee type? We need to verify that. Document.write. Here, cities derived from array, or you can simply say that cities is from array. Cities is from array. We want to print that cities is from array. We want to print that. How you can put? So here we can simply write object name cities instance of, and we are writing array. Cities instance of array. That means which object and which class you have to ask. It will return true or false. True or false. Suppose in the next line I am writing so cities is from employee, and for that cities is from employee, and for that I want to print the detail. So that means I will use dollar cities instance of employee class. I am defining it. Next one is emp is from employee. That means again I am using so emp instance of employee, like this we are using, and you can see it returns true or false. Cities is from array, true. Cities is from employee, false, because it is not belonging to employee. emp is from employee, so it true. So instance of is an operator which is used to verify whether the object is coming from the reference or not. Object is coming from the reference or not. That means from that class or not. If the object belongs to that class, then it returns true. Otherwise, it will return false. That is actually instance of. How do we define instance of? Right? This is another example to find out from which class it is derived. So we have to use this instance of operator. The output for this, this is the output it returns. So instance of is also a special operator. Type of, to understand the data type. Instance of, to understand from which class it is derived. Next important operator we have another important operator, that is delete operator. Delete operator, it is used to delete any property of an object, any property of an object. It is used to delete any property of an object. And important, you cannot delete properties of built-in objects built-in objects of JavaScript. JavaScript have some inbuilt objects built in ready-made. You cannot delete properties of those objects, but you can delete the properties of an object. You can delete the properties of an object, right? How we can manage that? Let's see. Actually, delete the properties. Suppose, so how we can delete the properties of an object, right? So let's see, right? So we cannot delete properties of built-in objects. Why we cannot build? Because as they are read only, right? You cannot delete properties of built-in objects of JavaScript as they are read only. You cannot delete them. For example, see, suppose here, so we are defining a simple object. Let's create one object where product is equal to, it's an object, name TV, and some price, and we are printing this. So document dot write. So here we are printing name is equal to dollar product dot name, and in the next line price is equal to product dot price. We are printing those two details, and currently we have both details. It is printing them. I can delete this price, I don't want price, or I can delete this name. So we can simply use delete operator. Delete product dot price. That's it. It will delete it. After deleting, you are trying to print price and it cannot print. Because price is deleted, it will return as undefined. That means there is no price at all. Then you can like this. You can try a condition. Suppose I will put a comment. That means I am not deleting. Again, price is printed. I can delete price. So deleting price means entire field is removed. That means now product is not having price. Product is having only name. Don't think that only value is removed. This entire price is deleted. So then we can write a condition like if product dot price is equal to undefined, that means it is not there. Then document dot write, then print only name. Name is equal to product dot name. Else print all details. Else print both details. Else it has to print name and price. So if I deleted price, then it will not print price. Only name will be printed. If I comment this delete, that means it is not deleted. Then price is available. Then it will print the price also. So delete operator is used to remove any property from an object. We can delete properties from object. So that is what actually the purpose of delete operator is. So this is an example. So delete and product price. Suppose if I say, for example, delete. So we return here math dot py, math dot py. This is invalid. Why? Because we have an object called math and we have a property called py, but it cannot delete it because they are built-in objects. If they are built-in objects, you cannot delete their properties. They are all read-only. You can just use them for input and reading, but you cannot delete them. You cannot delete them. Actually, it's not just read-only, right? It will not allow to remove it. Read-only means they will not allow to set value, but the properties can dynamically set value. You cannot remove the value. You cannot remove the value. For example, there is a picture object. If there is a picture object, suppose var pic is equal to new image. It is a photo picture. Pic dot delete pic dot src. SRC attribute of a picture. You want to delete it. You can't delete it. This is invalid because those are all JavaScript properties, built-in properties that comes with library. You cannot delete them. You can delete only that you have created. So that is the purpose of delete operator. Later, when we are dealing with data, when data comes, some properties we don't want according to the situation, then we can delete those properties and keep only the properties that we want. That is the reason at various occasions we have to deal with this. At various occasions we have to use it. We have to use it, right? That is actually delete, right? Next important about the another important operator is we have an in operator. Another important operator, we are having an in operator. We have in operator. The purpose of in operator, it is used to search for a property in any object. Search for a property in any object and return true if property found. That means you can search for any property. You can search for any property. Is it available or not by using in operator? That means suppose we are having this. Suppose I want here document.write. I can simply write like this. How do we define is the property name. So name, I'm writing name in. So the product name is product. That means here I will write first. This should be in dollar. Name in product like this. I will write here. So name is property of object, or simply I say name is available in object. Name is available in object. Similarly, I am checking another one. So that means you have to use property name, operator is in, and in which object you are looking for that property. Suppose I am looking for another one is stock available in a product. So here name available in product. Okay. Similarly, stock available in product. That also I am checking. Stock available in product. How do we check that? So we have to define here. So stock and in product is an object. That's how we need to configure in product. Now here we need to refresh and see here. You can see that name is available in product, true. Stock is available in product, false. That means stock is not available in the product. It will not return it. Stock is not available in the product. So technically, whether that is available or not, we can verify. We can verify. That is done by using in operator. In operator checks whether that particular property is there or not. If it is there, then it can assign value, it can do some operation. If it is not there, then simply ignore or display some message saying that it is not there. Such operations we have to manage later. Then for that we have to understand about this in operator. Another important operator. So we have, this is example for in operator. I will copy this example for in operator and its output will be like this. Name is available in product. It returns true. Stock is available in product, false. There is no property called stock. Only name and price are present, right? Another operator we are having is off operator. Already we learned this in arrays, if you remember. It is used to read all values of a collection, values of a collection over iteration and return values. That is the purpose of off operator. Off is also an operator. It is used to read all values of a collection over iteration and return values. So you have to use it with iteration. Iteration means you have to use it with for. With for you have to use it. For example, you can use for in, for off. I told you already. In iterations also I will tell you about that. So see here, suppose we have a collection. We have a collection. So where products is equal to, it's an array. So we have TV, we have mobile, so we have shoe. We want to access all this. Then what we can do is for where item of collection is products. Off operator can read every value from this collection and store in this variable. And we can print that document.write. I want to print here. So document.write. I want to print item plus br, line break after every item. Then it should get and print the details. Print the details like TV, like mobile, like shoe. All the details are accessed and printed. That you can manage by using this operator. So technically, that is what actually off operator is. Off operator is the purpose of operator to read all the values from a collection. So collection means actually we have only one collection. What is that collection? So we have a collection array. From the array, it can read all the values. So that you can manage by using off operator. Directly, you cannot use off operator. The off operator is used over the iteration. Another important operator, we are having new operator. This you will learn in object-oriented programming, but some points already I told you. It is dynamic memory allocating operator. So it allocates memory for any object and loads its members into memory That's what actually it can do. Already we used it, but later in OOPS we will discuss detailedly. So where now is equal to new date. That means it is allocating for date. New is a memory allocation operator. New is not a keyword. It allocates memory for date type object and loads its members in the memory so that you can access them by using this reference. Similarly, where names is equal to new array, like this. So it is a dynamic memory allocating operator. We generally call dynamic memory allocating operator. Already we learned here, we can create a new object, configure the object, add the object. I told you already how to add objects dynamically, how to create, how to add and configure the objects dynamically. For example, suppose I am defining here, so a head section, in that we have a script. In the body section, so we have a button. Now show, create image. When user clicks on this create image, so here I will keep a div, and for this div I will keep an ID as pic. So I need to create an image, or I will keep it as container. I want to create a new picture and add that picture into this. Add the picture into this. Then what we have to do is we have to create a function on click is equal to create click. Okay, what should happen on create click? Function create click. On create click, we need to manage the functionality. How we can manage the functionality? How we can handle the functionality on create click? How we can define this? On create click, what we have to do is we have to create a picture. So where pic is equal to new image. Image is a class actually. This class is loaded into memory and all the members of the image are loaded into memory, which you can access by using this pic. That means now pic.height is equal to 100. Pic.width is also 100. And pic.src is equal to /images/ some JBL speaker .jpg, like this. So we can define all the properties and add this picture to the container. Then document.get element by ID. So container, into the container append child. Already we learned append child what? Pic. That means it is added into it. I refresh now. I click on create image. It should create and add an image here. So I don't have some JBL speaker. Okay. I will create that here, image, and the image is created here. So dynamically you are adding images. For example, you see, I will open the debugger. In the debugger elements, you can see there is no picture in container. That means it's good. When I click on create image, an image is newly created and added here. You can see an image is newly added here. That means the objects are added into page only when they are required. But for that, we need to load it into memory. We have to create, configure it. So memory is allocated for that object dynamically by using this new operator. So later in OOPS, we will learn in so many examples how to use. But new is not a keyword. New is an operator. This is an operator. The new operator allows to create the memory dynamically for any particular class and loads its members into it so that we can access and use it. That is what actually the new operator is, right? So these are all important special. Some more special operators are there that we will see tomorrow. Then with this, we will finish operators. And tomorrow we can start with statements. That is where we have to design our examples now. So these are all language basics. Once you know, now we can start working with examples. For that, we will learn about statements, how to use the statements, work with the statements, conditions, iterations, switches, how to manage them, right? That we'll see in next session, right? So tomorrow we will continue with this, okay?